But first tonight, we are seeing a mess left behind after a sudden round of flash floods.
Your pictures and video came pouring into our newsroom, showing streets submerged and cars stopped in their tracks in Virginia Beach. Our photojournalist saw this scene on Oceana Boulevard and Bird Neck Road. That includes damage to Oceana Chemical Supply. The owner showed us the inside of his store under 2 to 3 inches of water, but originally he says it was up to 6 inches.
It just started coming in through the door so much, just like flood water just coming in and gushing up. We just said, hey, let's get everything as much as we can off of the floor and see what happens. I mean, when water comes in like that, you just don't have a whole lot to do with it.
Now, despite the mess, the owner says it's happened before and they'll have it cleaned up and open for business again tomorrow.
Well, neighborhoods are dealing with a similar problem tonight.
Yeah, this was the scene earlier tonight off of Windy Pines Bend, south of NAS Oceana. 10 News Side's Deanna Bettineschi has been talking with residents in that area tonight. And Deanna, it all happened so quickly and then took a while to go down.
It did, and to give you an idea of just how bad neighbors say it was, there were trash bags that were right here on this curb, and the water started rising so quickly that they ended up in the middle of their lawn. Today's rain left many neighborhoods in Virginia Beach underwater. Dan Hoffman just moved into the area near Windy Pines Bend, and it was the first time he's seen the rain here do this.
That's amazing. I have no clue even how to get to my house at this point.
The water was so high, cars that drove through the flooded streets made waves. Other cars weren't so lucky and ended up stalling in the street. Neighbor Carolyn Duye was inside of her home when it started raining and came out to a big surprise.
And then all of a sudden I came to get my elementary kid off the bus and realized I needed bigger glossers.
She says the water started rising even higher.
It filled up, as a matter of fact, very quickly. It was probably within a matter of 20 to 30 minutes that it went from being just a normal little flood to actually, almost 2 feet of rain.
Trash cans floated down the street and trash bags ended up floating to different yards. Duye says she's lived in an area that floods before, and when she moved here, she thought it would be different.
Moving from Windsor Woods, I thought that was probably the worst of flooding, but this was right there along with what I experienced over in that neighborhood.
And neighbors say it took about 2 to 3 hours before that water finally went down, and we know we're expecting to see rain over the next few days. Reporting live in Virginia Beach, Deanna Bettineschi, 10 on your side.